Hey, good evening, everybody. I'll start by saying that make no mistake that the town of Jupiter, the medical center that we have here in Jupiter Medical Center is in fine hands, and you got a rising star in John Corris who's taken the Jupiter Medical Center to places that most of us never thought was possible. So, if you don't know, I've only been the mayor since March. But I did grow up in the town of Jupiter. It's my hometown. It's a place that I love dearly. And I'm so proud to be standing up here tonight as your mayor to talk about something that's so wonderful about this healthy initiative. And when Carrie called me and we started talking about what to talk about tonight, I got my wheels turning about what exactly can a town, what can a municipality do to help support an initiative. And I thought, you know, there's a ton of places around town of Jupiter and Tequesta in the North County here. There's Gold's gyms and there's CrossFit places popping up all over the place, and Hard Exercise Works. I work out at one of the place right behind Home Depot. It's called BGI Fitness. And there's plenty of places where you could kind of go pay a trainer. But I think what really captures an initiative like Healthier Jupiter are places where people can just go and be outside and be active. And I said, you know, I haven't really thought about it in those terms. But so today, I just did a little inventory. And I said I was going to start from east and move west. So when you think about Jupiter, we are so fortunate to be, you know, our eastern boundary is the Atlantic Ocean. So anybody could just drive up to the ocean first thing in the morning and go for a swim. Or you could walk along the beach for 3 miles, dog-friendly beaches if you wanted to bring your dog. You could then move a little bit up and right on the pathway there on A1A and Beach Road, and you could just kind of watch people rollerblade or bike or go along the most spectacular stretch of road that you could ever see. But if that's not your thing, that's okay. You could actually just move down a little bit west of Carlin Park and go on the Hart Trail. The town of Jupiter, we got this phenomenal Hart Trail where it's about 1.5 miles around. It's a little over a mile, not quite 1.5 miles, I think. And if you wanted to go and get a good piece of exercise, you could go around there and do each station. And that's been there for well over 20 years. A phenomenal thing, a Hart Trail. And as you move to the west, Jupiter, without much money being spent, has become an ecotourism capital of the world when it comes to paddleboarding, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking. If anybody's been fortunate enough to go visit Fullerton Island, which is a new, unique area, the Jupiter Outdoor Center and Blue Line paddleboards right in conjunction with Guanabanas, we have these amazing abilities to just launch a paddleboard or a kayak and go for just the most beautiful little trip you could ever see. And I haven't even gotten to US 1 yet. You get to US 1, and the town of Jupiter has embarked over the past 15 years on a project called the Riverwalk. And the Riverwalk is about 3 miles that starts down by the Jupiter Ocean Racquet Club and is going to go all the way north to the inlet, stopping right there by Jetties and the Love Street project. Of 3 miles of a Riverwalk where the public has access to walk along the intercoastal waterway and just go for a beautiful walk and enjoy all of that area. As you start heading west in the town, okay, you could sign up for a pretty nominal fee and go for a swim at the North County Aquatic Center. If you're on the slower side, you can hang out with the manatees, and if you're on the faster or a little bit more competitive, you move over to the left, and that's where the wahoos go swimming. Those are the names of the folks that go in the swimming lanes. And these are you can be as competitive as you want, or you could just go for a leisurely swim. And then we start going, I haven't even mentioned Jonathan Dickinson State Park. Jonathan Dickinson State Park boasts an 8-mile trail of single-lane biking that you could go on. Or, I mean, it's a gigantic state park with an amazing amount of trails, wildlife, and nature. We've got Maplewood Park right there at the corner of Maplewood and Tony Penna. Jupiter Village Park, just a 1/4 mile to the west of that, for just enjoying outdoor space and go for a run or go just enjoy an outdoor park. We have Abacoa that's just come online with the skate park and now Abacoa Community Park. all of these tremendous facilities. And then Jupiter Community Park, right there by the interstate and I-95. We've just instituted, in cooperation with Palm Beach County, a beautiful walking trail. So if you wanted to go and drop your kid or your grandchildren off at Jupiter Community Park while they have a practice, you could go for a beautiful meandering walk. And I haven't even reached I-95 or the Turnpike yet. So once you get to past there, Riverbend Park and the old Jupiter Trail and all these amazing trails and fitness trails, they're all out there in this beautiful section of the world that we call the North County, and Jupiter is the central focus of it. So this was just me jotting things down. I probably missed a couple of things. But really it's imperative on organizations and initiatives like Healthy Jupiter to make sure that we tout all of these things. And virtually every single one of these things that I just listed, it doesn't cost anything except the cost of getting there. It's very inexpensive, and it's about getting outside, getting your heart rate up, moving around, and doing things that initiate and talk about a healthy life. So these are the things that actually John touched on that make us uniquely Jupiter. I left my favorite one for last. If you ever want to just absolutely capture the most wonderful aspect of Jupiter, pick a nice blue sky day, walk over, and walk up the Jupiter Lighthouse. It's about 110 steps. It's not a heavy lift, and you walk up to the top, and you get up there, and it's just the most breathtaking view that you could ever have. And you get outside and you get to enjoy this wonderful thing, and you do your little part for Healthier Jupiter. So that's my favorite one and all. And if you do that, I'd encourage you to drop a couple of bucks in the kitty for the Lighthouse Society that's in charge of keeping looking after that. So with that, those are just some of my comments and some of my ideas that we're very proud of at the town. On behalf of the town, I thank Carrie and all these folks for putting on this nice event. It's really a great turnout for a middle of the summer. It's tough to get folks to come out on these types of things. And it's really wonderful to see all you folks out here tonight. And thank you for inviting me and for allowing me to be a part of it. Thank you. Appreciate it.